Hi there! This is a short tutorial on how to make the corded stitch. That's the name for this unique sort of a stitch pattern. Now in this particular pattern, I've done the corded stitch intermixed with a little bit of garter all the way down the border here, but now for the lower border, I'm doing just corded stitch across. So I thought this was a perfect opportunity to show you how to make this interesting stitch. It's a bit unique. It's almost more like a different style of knitting because on the first row that you do on the wrong side of the work, you are not actually knitting a single stitch. All you're doing is slipping a stitch knitwise and doing a yarn over between each stitch, and that's it. So there's no actual knit or purl stitches done on the entire first row, which is on the wrong side of the work. When we get to the second row on the right side, this is all we're going to do. We're going to lift our yarn over and our stitch, our knit stitch, knit together through the back loop, and that's it. And what you'll notice is the yarn over lays down nice and flat. It lays down under the yarn over from the previous row, and that's how we get this sort of corded effect here. The most common mistake that can happen is if you accidentally drop a yarn over, or if you've missed making one on the previous row, what'll happen, now notice that's where I dropped the yarn over, but I don't have a problem yet. There's no mistake yet. This still looks fine, it's just a bit loose. But when I go to make the next stitch, now something's not right. This yarn over isn't coming from underneath this yarn over. And if you keep going, that problem will just continue the rest of the way down. So what you need to do if that happens is just come back, not one stitch, but 2 stitches, because that's where the problem is. And then just pick that yarn over back up and get my knit stitch out from under there. And there we go. Now that stitch was fine before, but when I come 2 stitches on where we had the problem, all better. And that is the easiest and most common mistake to make with this stitch pattern. And if you have any tension differences, some might be tighter and some are looser, that'll come out in block and you don't need to worry about that in this stage. And that is how you make the corded stitch.